What's up, everyone? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and I'm here to tell you about my new series, My Legacy. It is a 10-part series. Each episode will be focusing on one particular topic. These topics are life-changing topics. You are not going to want to miss these discussions. Tune in each week for a new episode. Don't miss it. My Legacy. What's up, guys? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and we're back for another episode of My Legacy. And this episode right here is called Wasting Time. And I'm going to talk to you about how much people waste time. Every day, people take time for granted and waste it because we think that we have all the time in the world. You have some people that say, I don't have time to do this or I don't have time to do that. Well, here's something that I think a lot of people forget. We all have the exact amount of time in a day. We all have the same amount of seconds, the same amount of minutes, the same amount of hours that equal that 24-hour day. It is what you do with that time that defines how your day will play out, how your life will play out. What do you do with that time? Are you wasting it or are you making the most of it? So, we do not live forever. We only live for a certain amount of time. You know the little sand drip castles that you turn over and the sand drips down, and once it's done, all the sand's on this end, there's no more up here? The moment that you are born, that is your life. That is your time. The sand's dripping from one end to the other. And when that sand is done dripping out, your time is over. Here's the crazy part. None of us know how much sand is in our life. Some of those things are stacked to the rim, and some of them barely have any sand in it at all. We don't know until the end. So I'll break down something to you really quickly. I think that a lot of people that follow sports probably know a little bit of the drama that happened between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, when they were Los Angeles Lakers, and how the great divide and the drama happened that split them up. What you don't know is maybe some of the inside story, that Kobe Bryant was obsessed with being the greatest and working his hardest, and he knew that he only had a limited amount of time to win championships and be great on this court to reach all of his goals. He knew that you could only be great at basketball for so long. Father Time is undefeated. So he wanted to make the most out of it, to win the most championships and get the most out of his career while he could. The main reason that him and Shaq fell out was because Shaq had a lot of natural talent. He was bigger and stronger than everyone else out there, and he could use his physical size to dominate the inside of the court, where Kobe Bryant's game was more magical. He had to develop jump shots and driving lanes and passing skills. Shaq kind of took his for granted. He used to goof off. He would make movies. He was making rap albums. He was always playing around. He was notorious for being a McDonald's guy and eating cheeseburgers. He would not come to camp in shape. It drove Kobe Bryant insane because he felt like Shaq was wasting time, valuable time that they could have been winning championships. They ended up winning 3, but they probably should have won about 6. It drove Kobe Bryant so mad and crazy at how much time Shaq was wasting that eventually they had to split them 2 up. And Kobe continued to push forward and win a couple more championships afterwards. But he felt like he was wasting time himself having Shaq as a teammate because Shaq didn't take it as serious as him. He would goof off and he just felt like it was a big waste of time. So many of us are guilty of doing that, wasting time, whether it's a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, a day here, a day there, a week, a month, whatever. You know, One of the reasons I don't like New Year's resolutions is people will start saying, at the first of the year, I'm going to change this, or the first of the year, I'm going to do this for the better. And it's June, July, August when people are saying this stuff. Well, what about the next 4, 5, 6 months? What are you going to do? You're going to continue to waste time and do the same thing? What makes you think that it's guaranteed that you will even be here January 1st? No day is guaranteed. No time is guaranteed. You have to stop wasting time and take advantage of the time that you know you have, and that is the time right now in front of you. Don't say what you're going to do 6 months from now. Do it now. It's good to have goals and dreams, long-term plans, but it starts in the present, in the now. And you can't really accomplish those things by wasting time. People will say to me in the fitness industry, man, I want to work out more. I wanted to work out this week, but I didn't have time. No, you had time. You just used that time to do other things. What if you would have spent 10 less minutes on Facebook, 15 minutes less on Instagram, 20 less minutes watching the news, 30 less minutes gossiping? What if you were to take the things that really don't matter out of your life and you use that time to your advantage to get the things done that you want to do? You can find 30 minutes a day to work out or do things that are better for you if you stop wasting time, which is the most precious thing there is. So a few years ago, I was on this little kick where in my mind, I knew what I thought the answer was. You know, I knew everyone else's answer would be different. But I would go up to people and I would ask people, if I asked you, what is the most important thing in this world? Above anything and everything. If you could only say one thing, what is the most important thing in this world? And some people would say their family, some people would say religion, some people would say their job. I would hear some good stuff, I'd hear some silly stuff, and everything in between. And I would let them say it, and then most of the time the people would say, well, why, what is it to you? And I would always say time. And they would kind of look at me funny. I would say, time is the most important thing because it is the one thing in this world you never get any more of. You only have the little amount of time that you're blessed with in this world in your life. That's it. You get, whether it's 10 years that you were blessed with to be on this earth or whether it was 90 years that you're blessed to be on this earth, that's all you get. If you lose money, you can make more money. If a relationship doesn't work out, you can get another relationship. If you fail in your career, you can always resurrect yourself and build a new career up. But when you waste time, you can never get that time back. It is gone, it's over with. When you're 29 and you mess up and now you're 30, you never get that 29th year back. When you let a whole week go by of doing nothing besides laying around feeling sorry for yourself, feeling depressed, you never get that week back. Time is the one thing you never get a return on. Once it's gone forever. So I would always say time is the most important thing. I would like to tell everyone out there watching these videos, be more mindful of your time and understand it is so precious and it is the one thing in this world you never get more of. Once it's gone, it's over with. There is no more. Don't waste an hour. Don't waste a day. Don't waste a week. Don't waste years. I know people that waste years of their lives. Wake up and be thankful for the time that you have and that you've been blessed with. Make the most of it. Use that time to your advantage. Live your life to the fullest and enjoy every single second that you're blessed with. Don't lay around. Don't make excuses. Don't fool around and say, I'm going to do this later, I'm going to do this later, I'm going to do this later. No, do it now. Use that time. Wasting time is one of the most deadly sins that you could ever do. I want you to think about the next time you say you're going to do something later, or I don't feel like it, or I'm too tired, or I just want to do this. Remember, that time will never come back. So be mindful of that the next time you go to waste time. Stop wasting time and start taking advantage of your time. I hope you guys understand the message that I delivered to you, and I hope you guys enjoyed the next episode of My Legacy. Until next time, I'm out.